Philippine Creative Industries Month ngayong taon, ating pag-uusapan kasama si Attorney Anne Claire Cabotcian, Deputy Director General ng Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines. Attorney Cabotcian, magandang tanghali po.
Magandang tanghali po sa iyo din, Ms. Nina, and sa lahat ng nakikinig at nanonood.
Attorney, para po mas maunawaan ng ating mga kababayan, ano po ba ang Philippine Creative Industries Month at ano po ang layunin at kahalagahan nito sa ating cultural at economic landscape?
Ang Philippine Creative Industries Month ay nandun po yan nakapaloob sa Philippine Creative Industry Development Act or ang PCIDA. So ang September ng bawat taon, from the time the PCIDA was passed into law, ay reserved for Philippine creative industry. So buong buwan po yan ay madami pong mga activities para natin maitaguyod at mapalakas ang ating mga creative industries. So nandun po yan sa batas, Republic Act 11904, at ang layunin po ng pag-celebrate ng Philippine Creative Industry Month ay para mapalakas po natin ang ating creative industries, yung ating creators, mga performers, artists ay mauunawaan nilang ng mabuti ang kanilang mga karapatan at kanilang mga responsibilidad as creators, at tayo naman mga mamayang Pilipino at mga dayuhan ay ma-appreciate ng mas malaki ang creative industries.
Sino po ba ang tagapangasiwa ng Creative Industries Month at ano po ang theme ng month-long nationwide celebration nito ngayong taon?
Under the law, yung Republic Act 11904, meron doong Philippine Creative Industries Development Council. Yun po yung overall policy-making body that is really implementing the Philippine Creative Development Act. Sila din yung primarily responsible for all the activities during the September Philippine Creatives Month. Ngayon po, yung lead agency po nito ay ang Department of Trade and Industry, pero ang Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines ay isa sa 10 ahensya na miyembro po ng Philippine Creative Industries Development Council.
Okay. So ano po yung specific role and contribution ng Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines sa selebrasyong ito?
Ms. Nina, I forgot because you asked about what the theme was. So for this year, yung theme ay We Are a Creative Nation. At gusto ko talaga yang i-highlight because according to the Philippine Statistic Authority's 2023 figures, yung atin pong creative industries contributed 7.1% to the gross domestic product. So yung kanya pong naging value of creative industries in 2023 was more than 1.7 trillion pesos. And doon naman sa workforce, 7.26 million Filipinos are part of the creative industries. So, importante po yung sektor na yan. And yung pong intellectual property ay napakahalaga para mapalakas po natin ang ating creative industries. Ang creators natin ay lumilikha po sila mga produkto, products, services, and goods. And ito po ay galing sa kanilang isip, from their own mind. So, kaya nga tinatawag intellectual property because yun po ay kinukonsider natin yamang isip. So, yung IP po, intellectual property, ay malaki po ang kanyang role na ginagampanan because just like any kind of property, yung pong ating mga personal and real properties, ang IP po ay kailangan pong protektahan. Kasi kung hindi po natin yan ipoprotect, ay pwede po siyang kunin ng ibang tao or kahit ibang mga entities na walang pahintulot sa nagka-create, naglilikha, at yung ating creators ay imbis sila po yung mabibigyan ng credit, lumago po yung kanilang pangalan sa creative industries at pagkakakitaan po nila yan, ay hindi nila yan mapapakinabangan kung hindi po siya protektado ng IP.
So, Attorney, ano-ano yung mga intellectual properties? Can you give us examples po na apektado dito po sa ating creative industries at ano po yung mga copyright na sakop nito?
Oh, first, I would like to really zero in on copyrights. Kasi yung copyrights kasi natin, nandun po yung mga books, songs, sculptures, yung ating paintings, even performing arts, even mga computer programs, those are considered as copyrights and related rights, yung iba. Ngayon, yung copyright po ay ginagawa po ng artist or creator himself. So for instance, for a painting, it's the painter who creates it, the sculptor creates the sculpture. Pag ikaw naman po ay composer, kayo, yun din po yung gumagawa ng compositioners or kaya kanta. So ngayon, ito yung tinatawag nating mga capable of, they are capable of being registered as a copyright. Although, yung registration po does not need to happen for it to be considered as copyright. No? So it is protected from the moment of creation. Ngayon po kami sa IPOPHIL, kaya namin sinasabi, magrehistro kayo para meron po kayong dokumento nagpapakita na kayo po yung may-ari ng painting, ng song, ng dance, siguro yung kung playwright ka, kung yung play na ginagawa mo, kayo po yung may-ari niyan. So, it is already of a public record, it is a registration, at protektado po kayo pag nakarehistro yan.
So, para po mas maunawaan ng ating mga creative industry na nakikinig ngayon, ano naman po yung proteksyon na naibibigay nito para mahikayat natin sila na magpa-register? At paano naman po nasasakop ng creative industry ang iba pang uri ng intellectual property?
Now, for instance, when we come to think of like writers of books, no? So they are protected from the moment of creation, but if they are registered dito sa registration namin through the Bureau of Copyrights and Related Rights, sila po ay magkakaroon po ng notice, constructive notice to the world. At naman yung gustong magpalisensya, gustong mag-reproduce ng a certain portion or probably make it into a film, alam po nung interesadong mga other businesses or entities kung sino pong i-approach nila. At ang kikita po niyan is yung talagang may-ari nung intellectual property. So, copyright is just one of them. Although, meron din naman pong ibang mga intellectual property that is still related to creative industries, katulad po ng trademarks. Kasi yung sa trademarks po, yun yung parang branding, no, para makikilala yung isang produkto. So, yung trademark po o kaya yung utility model or industrial design, kunyari po yung mga furniture na marami tayong mga Filipino furniture designers na kilala na po sa buong mundo, yung kanila pong creation ay pwede pong i-register as an industrial design. So, yung outer parang appearance po, even yung korte po ng bote, no? Like soft drink bottles, meron silang certain korte, pwede po din yan sa industrial design. Pwede din naman po yung mga utility model or even patents. They can still be applicable dito sa ating mga creative industries. But really, when we talk about the domains na nakapaloob po dun sa Republic Act 11904, most of them are really under copyrights and related rights, which are protected from the moment of creation.
And kasabay din po ng PCIM celebration ngayong taon, ito pong paglulunsad ninyo ng Creative Industries website. Can you give us more details about this?
Ms. Nina, actually, because the lead agency here is DTI, they would be in the better position to talk about that. But just to say that for this celebration of Creative Industries Month, the Philippine Creative Industries Development Council launched yung website. It is a one-stop shop. So if you visit www.philippinecreativeindustries.com, ay madami po kayong makikitang impormasyon dyan, yung mga creators, even creative businesses, government agencies, kung kailangan nyo po ng funding at baka meron kayong pwedeng matap na funding, nakikita nyo yan dyan. Madaming interaction na nangyayari dyan sa online platform if you visit that platform. So it also shows all the activities that are ongoing for this month.
Okay. Para po sa mga nais pang dumalo at makiisa po sa Philippine Creative Industries Month ngayong taon, saan at paano po sila makikipag-ugnayan o saan sila pwedeng magpa-register?
If you go to the Philippine Creative Industries website, yung sinasabi natin na one-stop shop, there will be links there that will allow you to register for a particular activity. So please visit that website so you can access all the activities for this month and register dun sa activity na gusto nyo pong maging bahagi.
Attorney, saan po yung main venue ng mga activities na ito? Or saan po yung mga venues?
Actually, iba-iba yung venues, no? Kasi kami din sa Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines, as one of the agencies na member ng Philippine Creative Industries Development Council, meron din po kaming mga activities that are being rolled out in support of the Creative Industries Month. So yung aming mga bureaus ay meron silang mga seminar on basics of IP or even on IP valuation and commercialization kasi gusto po natin yung may mga creations, alam po nila how to value. Parang alam din nila kung ibebenta nila or ililisensya nila na they have an idea of what it is worth para naman po hindi sila ma-short change doon sa pinag-iipunan nila ng pawis at oras. And doon sa ating mga other activities, iba-iba po yung venue kasi yung opening po nito, Ms. Nina, was at Trinoma Mall Activity Center. We wanted, well, I think that the council really wanted that it is parang something that is close to all Filipinos. Kaya kung nasa mall yan, madadaanan ng tao. So doon po yung opening ng Creative Industries Month. Pero madami pa pong mga iba't ibang activities all over the country na makikita nyo po doon sa website na sinasabi po natin. Okay. And whether you are in the Visayas or Mindanao or NCR, meron po kayong mapupuntahan ng mga activity. And for the part of the IPOPhil, meron po kaming activity not in September, but in support of creative industries. This is the second Philippine Copyright Summit na mangyayari po no October 21 to 25 sa Novotel po.
Ayan, abangan po namin yan at balik po kayo dito sa Bagong Pilipinas ngayon to promote October ng IPOPhil, no, yung inyong event. Okay, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras, Attorney Ann Claire Cabochan, Deputy Director General ng Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines.
Maraming salamat din po.